Interesting. But inconsequential.
And now, the Sears, Roebuck and Company Freezing takes a look at freezer selling, past, present and future. Here's a look at how freezers were sold 30 years ago.
Good morning, ma'am. I see you're interested in a freezer. Oh, you undoubtedly saw our ad on this little jewel. We call it our jewel box. It's the most freezer you can get for the money. Right here, look, you could put a whole side of beef. Right here, everything. And over here, there's room for all kinds of things. I bet you're a nut on fresh strawberries, aren't you? All you have to do is buy them. By the bushel, even. I bet you could put a whole bushel of fresh strawberries right here. And look at these other features. Look at them. Hello!
Well, that was Freezing's look at the past. Here's Freezing's look at the present. That's things as they are now.
Good morning, madam. I see you're interested in a freezer. You undoubtedly have seen our ad for this little jewel here. In fact, we call it our jewel box. This is the biggest freezer you can get for this price. Look here. You can get a whole side of beef. Right here. Everything. Over here, there's room for all kinds of things. I'll bet you're a nut over fresh strawberries, aren't you? All you have to do is buy them. By the bushel, even. I could just see a whole bushel of fresh strawberries right there. And look at these other wonderful conveniences.
And now, Freezing takes a look at the future. That's 30 years from now.
Good morning, madam. I can see you're interested in a freezer. You undoubtedly saw our ad on this jewel. In fact, we call it our jewel box. This is the biggest freezer you can get at this price. And right here, you can get a whole side of beef. Right here, everything. And over here, you can put all sorts of things. I'll bet you're kind of a nut over fresh strawberries, aren't you? All you have to do is buy them. By the bushel, even. I'll bet you could put a whole bushel of strawberries right here. And look at all these other features. They have the bushel.
And now, folks, it's Suck It To Me time.
The point to this, ladies and gentlemen, is that freezers haven't been selling very well. 20 years ago, we were pushing the cold, dark holes to farm families as a cheap place to put stuff. We're still doing it today. But if we keep doing it tomorrow, we're going to miss a lot of customers. After all, that economy model freezer is...
what he's trying to say is that this bottom-of-the-line freezer is not what we should be selling the hardest at all. It's just a cold, dark hole. Inconvenient and nothing but a coffin. Ugh.
Very interesting, but morbid. Yeah.
Yes, the lady is right. It's time for Sears to quit pushing those cold, dark coffins onto everybody who comes into the store. Customers have changed. We need to talk to the millions of young married couples who have more money to spend than ever before. What these housewives want is convenience, not cubic feet per dollars. And only Sears can give them true convenience in a freezer. That's right. Today's freezer customers are young, better educated housewives. Intelligent. Gracious. More sophisticated. And these housewives are mainly interested in convenience. That is what we have to sell them.
And now, folks, it's suck it to me time.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hello. Guess what?
What?
My husband shot an elk.
Well, I see.
That's why I need a freezer, you see.
Uh-huh.
Never tried to put an elk in a refrigerator?
No, but once I tried it with an odd fellow.
I think this one's big enough. I see it's on sale, too.
Well, Mrs.
Parkenfinkel. Mrs. Farquhar T. Parkenfinkel.
Well, Mrs. Finkelpartler.
Parkenfinkel.
Oh, I see, yes. Well, this is big enough to hold an elk, all right. But may I suggest you see the Cold Spot Time Bank? It's really much more than just a freezer.
Oh. Oh, look at all those lovely pizzas.
That's the idea of the Time Bank. When you make one pizza, or anything else, just make an extra 2 or 3 at the same time and put them in the freezer. It just takes a few minutes more to make extra servings of a meal. So when you store them in the freezer, you're actually storing up time, see?
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, but this is a withdrawal slip.
Yes, I know. I'd like to withdraw 2 hours and 45 minutes from the time bank.
Very interesting. We tried it in Camelot, and it worked. Camelot.
Cold Spot Time Banks have 4 things that make them more convenient than any other freezer you can buy today. Findability, accessibility, flexibility, and visibility. Yes, Cold Spot Time Banks have findability. That means you can always find what you're looking for easily.
Oh, boysenberry pie. My time bank gives me complete findability. I always know where things are. It's like a filing system. Now, let's see. Casseroles, and then, oh, well, you see, my husband... And now, folks, it's suck it to me time. Tell me, why is Sears Time Bank the most convenient freezer on the market?
Oh, that's very easy. For 4 big reasons. First, there's findability. Then, flexibility, because you can arrange the shelves to fit any food you have. Then, of course, accessibility, because you can reach in and take anything out. Then, visibility, because you can see everything very easily.
Oh, can I buy one with invisibility?
Invisibility.
Yes, I want to put one in my living room, and if it doesn't have visibility, then it must have invisibility, and I won't be able to see it.
With Time Bank flexibility, the housewife can design her own freezer to fit whatever she wants to keep handy. Oh, God. Thanks.
Thanks.
Ah, pizza, my favorite dish.
Oh, since I've had my time bank, I've been making up extra pizzas. In fact, I've made 273 of your favorite kind.
What is my favorite kind?
Oh, pomegranate, of course.
Oh, 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 oh.
Bye, love. I'm going to go to the bridge club. Anything you want is in the freezer.
Very interesting. Eating habits.
But you don't put pigs in a piggy bank, do you?
He's going to be so proud of me when he finds out I've stored a year's supply of salami sandwiches in my new time bank.
If she serves me another salami sandwich today, I'll... maybe something else, too.
And so with the Cold Spot Time Bank, you can eat better, save money, and above all, save yourself lots of time.
I don't really need one.
But why? Why not? Remember the elk.
All right, I'll buy one. Where do I go to pay for it?
Just take your check to the cashier. Oh. Oh.
Very interesting, but a little heavy.
What you might say about all this is that you haven't really lived until you've frozen.
Or, one could say, one can't really freeze conveniently until you've frozen in a Cold Spot Time Bank.
You gotta keep moving in here to keep warm. Very interesting. But who's watching the store?
Wyjdzie z typte wyjedzie, gdzieś kto von miedzie, gdzie kto tam ma woje Sears robak.